Hi, this is a little home video demo of a connection system that connects JavaScript and P5 with an Arduino board. We have our own personal Arduino board design here, but it can also work with a ordinary Arduino Leonardo and some of the others. We have some sensors connected here. We have some ports, up to 18 ports on the board. All of which can be interoperable with JavaScript. So we have a URL here that you go to, and no drivers or Node.js or anything of that nature necessary. This is the code here, very simple. This is the canvas window, and what I wanted to show was that we can, for instance, take the potentiometer, which is connected to one. It's not only connecting to JavaScript and the canvas and extending the bar, changing its color, but it's also at the same time capable of turning on the LED on the board. We have a rather nasty sounding buzzer connected over here, and again through the code, just turning on when this proximity sensor triggers. We have a connection between a photocell and the size of the display object in code, JavaScript, and we also actually have a heartbeat monitor, which is this guy here. You place your finger on it, and if all goes well, you'll see that it's going to take the red circle, and it's a bit faint there, but if I find just the right spot on my skin, it will give you a heartbeat. There's my heartbeat there connected to the red circle. And one more thing which is rather neat, this is a green LED over here, and if I mouse over this green spot, it will turn on the LED. So we have full interoperability between an Arduino board, sensors, inputs, outputs, JavaScript, the JavaScript canvas, and I'll do a close-up of the code in 1 second.
Hi, this is a little home video to illustrate the connection between Arduino, in this case our own Arduino Leonardo based board, and P5 JS and JavaScript in general. These are, you simply go to a URL. There's no Node.js, there's no installation, there's no drivers, there's nothing of that sort. You're using Google Chrome, and you're going to a URL. You end up with an editor right here, which you can edit your code in, and a canvas display in which you can see the objects. This is the control by a potentiometer. This is a connection from a sensor and a buzzer. There's a light sensor that I'm modifying right now by holding my hand over it, which is controlling the black. Circle size, complete interoperability between Arduino, sensors, outputs, JavaScript. They go back and forth. You can control one and the other. When I mouse over here, you can't see it, but an LED has been turned on the board. And this is the heartbeat sensor. Let me see if I can get a good heartbeat going. That little pulsing of the red circle is me touching the heartbeat sensor with my finger. Just a quick overview of the code. We have some variables we set up for the analog inputs. There are 4 analog inputs here. We create a canvas and setup. In the draw loop, we are constantly reading the 4 sensors with a simple analog read with an argument of the port number, and then some very simple if clauses in which, for example, if the sensor, this is the potentiometer, is greater than 500, which you can actually see the values on the screen. At the same time, I'm now taking it up just over 500, and I turn the bar white, but also what you can't see off screen is that the LED has gone off as lit. Simply, if analog read value is greater than 500, then digital write just turns the port on. If it's less than 500, we keep the port off. Similarly, these very simple if clauses are capable of taking values and directly controlling. Here, for instance, we have the A2 value. Whatever's coming in on port 2 is controlling the size of an ellipse, and it's coming in port 3 similarly. Here we are overlaying the mouse with the distance command to figure it out. It will do both commands on the screen and also change the value of port 4 to true or false, depending on whether we're overlaying the mouse. So we have complete control of graphic objects on the screen, data coming in from the sensors, controlling of output to the physical outputs such as buzzers and LEDs, servo motors, etc., all from within JavaScript, P5 in particular here, with both complete interoperability between graphical objects on the screen dynamically showing values or showing graphics of different sizes and shapes and colors, obviously, and at the same time the capability to have outputs in a physical world controlled by these analog inputs and or just pure code. In the case of the green LED, we're not actually using an input at all. We're using JavaScript command to turn the LED on, which is off screen, so you can't see it. Okay, thank you very much.